Called it the nanny house and said it was a gateway to a new life for impoverished children. But tonight, federal prosecutors say it was really a sham, all part of a plan to buy and sell children in the state of Utah. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, in an ABC4 exclusive, the first pictures of the children at the center of what's being called a baby-selling scam.
From Samoa to Utah and all across the nation, prosecutors say these children are being taken from their parents and sold to parents in the United States. Tonight, Susan Wood follows one man from Wellsville, who police say often went to Samoa looking for children. Susan?
Terry, the founders of the adoption agency claim to be giving orphan children better lives, but they are now prohibited from doing business in Samoa after the death of one child and hundreds of adoptions that federal prosecutors say have been based on false promises.
No, thank you.
This is David Wakefield today, entering federal court on a 135-count indictment.
Is this on?
Yes, it is.
Well, then don't do that.
This is Wakefield before he was ordered out of Samoa, where he allegedly recruited mothers and fathers to give up their children for adoption. Some of the children were temporarily housed at this secret location, the so-called nanny house for the nonprofit Focus on Children. Wakefield reportedly told parents these children would go to America and have better lives. He worked with this couple, Karen and Scott Banks. Prosecutors say they would target women like this, with many children living in poverty.
The main reason is because we couldn't afford to put them in school, and we wanted a better life for our children.
This woman gave up her 5 children.
He also told us that when they reach 18, we're going to get the kids back.
Wakefield says he gave parents this paper that makes it clear they may never see their children again. The consulate in New Zealand handled the legal transition, and the adoptive parents would often come here to pick up their new children.
It does raise a range of issues about whether those adoptions were proper and legitimate ones.
As suspicions quietly intensified, another unsuspecting family gave up 3 of their children, including their 17-month-old daughter.
Their only purpose was to give them a good future.
They were kept in that nanny home until they could be placed with a new family. But their parents had second thoughts. The mother and father found their baby very, very sick.
She's undernourished and also have skin infection and mainly upper respiratory tract infection.
They took her to the hospital, but days later, she died.
What responsibility does Focus on Children take for the death of baby Heta?
Focus on Children discontinued placing children out of Samoa about a year ago. The day after the indictment was handed down on Thursday, they blocked their website. And another division of Focus on Children out of Wyoming says the Utah office is temporarily closed. Terry and Barb.
Now, Susan, you say this agency targeted families for children. How'd they go about this?
Well, according to prosecutors, they would go to Samoa and intentionally look for families with many children or single mothers. They would also, according to prosecutors, have meetings that would be similar to multi-level marketing meetings in which they'd outline their plans and make them sound very appealing.
Thank you very much, Susan. And none of the families in Samoa were directly paid for their children, but prosecutors say they would be given food subsidies and small cash gifts and promises that would oftentimes never come true.